Not the most stream-friendly game. Okay. I'm gonna get in here. If anyone wants to play, you know how this goes. I'm creating a match right now. I'm calling it a match, but you know what I mean. Please be within a certain amount of levels. Sphinx kind of over-leveled, by the way, shame on you. If you want to join in, you can, but don't over, like, if you have a seriously over-leveled character, it's gonna make my life harder. How do you spell Ray Liotta? Well, whatever, that's the password. There we go. Okay, so it's Diabler. Password Ray Liotta. I think at some point Jeff is gonna want to join, and I don't think he's home right now, so if there's anyone here who is only here briefly. Yeah, everyone's about in the same level. This is like the usual amount of people that are here. Usual level. That's fine. I think one overpowered person should be alright. Here's all this stuff I still can't use. So allow me to show you how you deal with gems in this game. You got 3 chipped gems. Put them in the box. And then you get a flawed. And then you can follow that all the way to the top. Like the cream rising to the top. So this was an addictive element to this game. I used to like collecting these things so I could get better gems. Let's see. Why do I have perfect diamonds? I think you can do stuff with runes too. What happens when you do 3 ith runes? You get the next one up. Alright then. Well, that clears up some space at least. I need some potions. And, here's a ring of greed. Sorry, there's gonna be some oh my god, that's a lot of people. There's gonna be some inventory management, because that's what this game is. This is inventory management, the game. But we are on the final act of the main game, and then after this is the DLC.
Good to see you again.
Which is excellent. Resurrect Emilio. Wait a minute, was that... Did I name my follower Emilio? Like Emilio Blart, brother of Paul Blart, Maul Blart? Vinny, are you gonna do the cow level? Maybe. Entropy finger. Look at these gloves I have. I'm still wearing the shittiest glove. Like, my belt is gross. Everything about my character. Oh. Wait, this is stuff for me? This is for little old me? I can't really use any of it, but...
Not in town.
Cannot take my hog out in town. Lightning damage. This is actually better than what I have. Attacker takes lightning damage. This has got good resistance increases, but I'm gonna get this on. Now I am a gold necromancer. What the fuck is this? Okay. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I mean, Diablo is the type of game where you have to be into the idea of... like, numbers and stuff. Okay, Jeff is just walking in. So maybe we can get him in here. I mean, there's a full party. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm just very confused because this circlet is actually pretty good, and I'm gonna have to use that soon enough. I just need to level. This ring is pretty good. It's a level 46 ring. The shield I do not need. So I'm gonna drop that there. Maybe someone else wants the pink/purple shield. The belt is pretty good. Plus tout petit. I need strength 60 for that. I have strength... What is that? Is that 60? No, Diablo has a font problem. Typeface problem, rather. And that's actually 50. I'm surprised they never fixed that. After all this time. You know what, guys? I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna make a new room real quick. And I'm gonna increase the cap of people. So if you guys could just grab everything you want for now. Oh, wait. Grab everything you can.
I am overburdened.
I'm going to recreate the room. I don't really need this scythe. Scythe. Still can't tell if these rings are better. Like, I'd have to know what all these stats do, and I don't know. It's a tough game. It's a tough game to know. Alright. I'm going to make another room real quick, and it's gonna be the same password. I'll let you know the name of the room in a minute. Okay. Hang on. I know these Diablo streams take a little while to start. Okay. Now everyone's here. Okay, game name is Bungus. Password is Ray Liotta. And now there's even more people on the screen, all at the same time. Alright, almost ready to do something. We're in hell. This is the angelic stronghold against the demons of hell. And I fucking suck at this game. Yes, it is possible to be bad at this game, but it is especially possible to be bad at playing a specific class. As a necromancer, I'm not very good. As a Shrek-romancer, I'm amazing. Okay. Oh, this is pretty decent stuff. I'll tell you, whoever just gave this to me, thank you. I'll use it. Some of these charms are also pretty bad. Maybe someone could use this stuff. That's why I drop it on the floor. I figure maybe someone else could use it if I don't need it. Okay, inventory is at least somewhat decent now. You're gonna need a better belt for more potions, Vin. Yeah, I don't know where to get those good belts. Alright, I think we're just about ready to go. I'm doing Bone Spear, Amplify. I still need to summon my skeletons. Have you equipped your Merc with anything?
Not in town.
No, I forgot about that. I forgot you can equip your goddamn mercenary.
I can't do that here.
See, Emilio, do you need any of this crap?
I can't use that.
No, not even Emilio can use this. You want a great maul?
I can't do that here.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't use that.
You can only use spears. Oh, right, because, yeah. Nah, Emilio's not equipped with anything. Fuck him. You don't expect a whole lot from my Diablo play style or playthrough. This is not gonna be... This is not gonna be pretty. But, you know, we're raising boners. And some golem men. And, that's about it. We're gonna go back into the clusterfuck that is Diablo 2, where you can barely tell what's happening on screen. So here we go. Someone just said, is this sex? Could be. I mean, this is hell, so whatever kind of debauchery... name your poison. That's a pretty good rune, I guess. That's the job of a necromancer, to raise boners. Same for a Shrek romancer. Same thing. Halberd. That could be good for my lad. Can I not open... Oh, here it is. I was gonna say, maybe you have to open it in town. There we go! That's cool. Now Emilio's armed a bit. Good, good lad. Summoning spells. Do I want more bone spears? Let me do some skeleton mastery so I could just let my skeletons attack and I don't have to think. That's a fun way to play the game. I'll just go strength so I can get to 60 strength. In order to wear some of the stuff that's going to be good for me, I'm going to need more strength. But as a necromancer, you don't really use a lot of strength, so... Double-edged sword. So, here I sit playing this game, saying that I do not really play MMOs anymore. This isn't an MMO, it's an action RPG. It's an online action RPG. But MapleStory 2 just came out. Which, you know, it's like an early release. if you buy it. Otherwise, it's free soon. And I played the fuck out of MapleStory when I was younger. So, what should I do, chat? Should I play MapleStory when it comes out? I mean, MapleStory isn't an MMO, right? What if I just put the tip in, see how... what if I just try it? Just to see what it's like. It's an MMO. I mean... Yeah, I guess so. Now that I think about it, yeah, it is. Oh, here we go. We gotta go down this way. It's MMO and it's pay to win as fuck. Is it pay to win? It's not a mobile game. It's a multiplayer platformer. Well, the first one was a platformer, and you'd level up and kill, like, the same slime for 4 hours. Leveling was very, very slow in MapleStory. That was the one thing I hated about it. Pay for cosmetics? Oh, I don't give a fuck about cosmetics. I'm fine to look like Greg Sestero in hobo form from the fucking Best Friends movie for the remainder of the game. As long as it's a good game, I just... You know, I don't know if it's gonna be a good game. Marissa likes it. And I have some interest in it because of my nostalgia for MapleStory. Which was a good thing to play on the laptop in class. Don't tell anyone. But, yeah, I have... You know, I might check it out. I don't know if I'll ever stream it. Or it could be one of those one-off streams. You know, where I tear the game apart and then end up liking it by accident, and then I don't stream for 2 weeks because I'm busy killing one mushroom to get the next level. Could happen. Someone said I second the idea of playing RuneScape. Wait, someone proposed RuneScape? That would be the most boring stream from me you'd ever get. I played that in class too, though. Again. Shh. But it's a game that... I didn't have fun playing. I had fun leveling. And, like, trading. And thinking about... I'm also not a big fan of combat systems. Like, when I was talking about Final Fantasy 15 before, I think I would enjoy the game. I think I would enjoy a lot of it. Like, there's aspects of it that appeal to me. But... Oh, there he is. There's Izzy. One of the things that I didn't like about the way it looked was the automatic combat system. Or, like, how you know, everything, how the combat system is handled is, like, you just hold the button for a lot of it. And, like, your character auto-attacks. And I'm worried Final Fantasy VII Remake is gonna be that. I'm not crazy about that.
Tim was a fool to have trusted me. You see, it was I who told Diablo and his brothers about the Soul Stones and how to corrupt them. It was I who helped the Prime Evils mastermind their own exile to your world. The plan we set in motion so long ago cannot be stopped by any mortal agency.
Prime Evils have been unleashed.
Himself is poised to spill forth into your world like a tidal wave of blood.
Can you speak up a little?
You and all of your kind.
Why are you so low? So, yeah, not crazy about the... Someone said the combat is simple yet challenging in Final Fantasy 15 in terms of survivability. Well, I watched a video that said you could hold the button and your character locks onto things, and then you could just spam potions and win. That's like a bit of a... That's not my type of game. And if I have to force myself to play to ignore that, that's different. You know, like I'm a big fan of Bayonetta, Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, sorry. Zelda. So, RuneScape, you know, caught my interest for a little bit. World of Warcraft caught my interest for a little bit. But if I'm gonna play anything, I like more action-based stuff. Like, I like this. It hasn't aged, like, perfectly. I have my issues with this, too. But I like being able to, like, actually attack the enemies and see the attacks happen when I press the buttons. This isn't actually even what I want. Like, this is, you can just hold the mouse cursor over the enemy and then your character attacks, but you can still use different abilities and skills. But the point is, my perfect game for a game, like... Well, Path of Exile is a game that has been recommended, but the stuff I like is the stuff that's more action-oriented. So when I saw MapleStory 2's videos, I was like, oh, okay, it looks like when you attack, you actually attack. And I know there's a ton of games like that that are also grindy games, but I also get turned off with grinding these days. I liked it when I was younger, but these days when I play games, if it's overly grindy and I have to do the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's, you know, I lose interest. So I might check out MapleStory for a bit, see if it's, you know, something I like, see how I vibe with it, and then, you know, that'll be that. But yeah, my favorite RuneScape memory was actually selling some shitty gold chains to just random newbies. Before I knew that you could get much more money by doing other things that weren't selling shitty gold chains to newbies. But there was some kind of, like, you know, it was fun for me because I hadn't really played MMOs up until then, and it blew my mind that you could go into, like, a town and just sell people shit and, like, talk to people, like random people from around the world. What else? Oh, I played Shadowbane, which was like one of the first MMOs to have building. I've mentioned that on stream several times, but it's a game that I played for a bit, and the building aspect was so far off that I just gave up. Like, I just tried it. I wanted to get to the building elements, but I gave up before I could get there. I'll say it, WoW is still the only MMO that caught my attention for an extended amount of time. Weirdly enough. But that was more the friends I was playing with. Like, I had people that I played with that was the fun of it. It wasn't the game. God knows I didn't have fun playing the game, especially doing the same raids over and over and over and over again. It was more just voice chatting with people, you know, joking around. And I see why some people play that game, you know, 10 years later. Because it's all about the community and the social aspect of it. But now I find that my antisocial side has won over a bit. Well, more than a bit. As I get older, and I tend to now not even have the social aspect of games bring me back. So, you know, I actually really liked Rust for a little while. When Rust, like, when we had a server and we were playing it more like instead of doing PvP as much, we were just kind of building and, like, we would hang out, talk, play the guitar in someone's base and just bullshit and look at, like, the sky when it turned night, because it was a nice looking game. And then there was that other MMO, Worm Online, where you could build tunnels and you could like grief through people's cities. I played that mainly for the griefing aspect because it was fun. But it was so easy to get stopped. Like, you could just make a bunch of low level and they would just stop you. I think that's what happened. I don't really fully remember my time with Worm, but yeah, it was kind of fun. I wonder, is there any game like that where you can like build the entire world together? Minecraft. Worm Online was made by Notch. Oh Jesus, I didn't know that. Well, Minecraft isn't an MMO now, is it? They're attempting that with a new MMO. It kinda can be. Well, which new MMO is attempting the building thing? Fortnite? Boundless, it's called? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want, like, if there's, like, an MMO that does something really, truly unique, I think, you know, with building, like, the world and I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that can be done. There's a lot of things that can be done in an MMO that could be much more interesting than clicking on a boar and letting your character automatically attack it, and then, you know, maybe you'll get a thing, and that's the appeal of it. No Man's Sky? Well, No Man's Sky definitely moved in the right direction with their most recent patch, and I liked it. It just got boring for me. I still need some incentive. No, yeah, building dungeons could be cool. And I played Guild Wars 2 briefly. Yeah, like building your own dungeons. Like when you have a level editor. Like one of my favorite things to do is make Mega Man levels on graph paper. Or, you know, building levels in Warcraft and Half-Life. So, building like a fortress with a dungeon where if you repel the invaders, you get something, but if they get through your dungeon, they get something. That's kind of a cool concept. I don't know, just a lot of tossing ideas around tonight. Speaking of Fortnite, though, I want to let you know, I went to a Spirit Halloween store today, which overpriced. I bought a clown mask. Anyway, the point is, I went to a Spirit Halloween store because it was there, and I was like, why not? And there's a Fortnite section, totally sold out. So, Great Zot then shows up online on Discord, and he says that he says the exact same thing. So he went to a Spirit Halloween store, and he lives in a different state altogether. And he said that the Fortnite section, independent of knowing that I had the same experience, he said that the Fortnite section was totally sold out. The Minecraft section, however, tons of costumes left. We're moving into a new generation. But, yeah, so what else? MMO, building, Rust. I'd probably get back into an MMO if it did some cool stuff like that. Where it was similar to Rust in the building sense, and, you know, there was like a higher level of that kind of interaction with the world and the other players. That Red Dead Redemption 2 video that they released today for gameplay, I was like, okay, this game looks next gen. I don't know what that means exactly. But the level of detail, like you can kill someone and their family members might come after you later. That level of like detail combined with an online setting and building, I think that could be interesting. You can do that IRL too. Yeah, but there's consequences IRL. And you can't have a follower named Emilio that buffs your skeletons and raises boners. So chat, you're paying attention to what's happening here on the screen, right? Like you can follow the action. Like no problem, right? Just making sure. I'm gonna need some mana potions. I'm running very low. If anyone, well, don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll find some. But yeah, that was one of my favorite memories of like an online experience was like, you know, dozens of people in Worm Online. I can't believe I'm saying this. Digging like a hole into a mountain to ruin someone's town. That was fun. Maybe I'm saying that because I have a stream and, you know, I'd be able to like gather the troops. Like if we wanted to like ruin someone's town, we could do that like that. But you know, if there's a cool game that lets you do that, maybe this cool game, quote unquote TM cool game, would also have things in place to help people defend against such things. So, you know, defense systems. But I wouldn't, you know, I'm not really much of a griefer these days, so I wouldn't want to exactly ruin someone's town or ruin anything. But it would be fun to engage in some kind of like combat situation where you can sneak in by building a tunnel under the walls. Like Solid Snake. Vinny, being able to grief people like that is a selling point for some games these days. Yeah, well that's the thing, like just freedom. The freedom to be able to do that is appealing, it's enticing, and it's what I remember. I mean, I wouldn't really bring it up if I didn't remember it, and my memory is bad. Like Shadowbane, I remember killing spiders, and then wondering when we got to build, and then getting kicked off the internet because I was using probably potato internet. But, and Warcraft, I remember just the friends. I remember more the friendship. I remember going to that one river town and going into the pub. I was like, this is cool. But not because we were like killing any like orcs or anything like that. It was more just because we were talking by a fireplace around the river. Lake Ridge. Or was it Red Ridge? What was it? Something like that. Someone says figures that you would play Alliance. Presumptions. Who says I didn't have a Horde character too? And what's that supposed to mean, you fuck? Sorry, I'm good. Red Rock? Red Rocket? Wait, I have the hammer. What am I supposed to do with this hammer? I have it.
I can't.
Equip the hammer. couple things out of it. Someone said, is there no widescreen option for this game? Sadly not. I mean, even getting it into windowed mode is tough. You have to go through like a third-party extension. That's why I feel like a remake of Diablo 2, similar to what they did with StarCraft, would be great, and I think people would buy it. Anyone else really like the skull noise in this game? Or Diablo 4? Well, we are getting a Diablo announcement at BlizzCon, I guess. And I think it's confirmed that there's the TV show. But I'm gonna hold out hope. And I'm gonna say that there's gonna be a Diablo 4 announcement at BlizzCon. Finally, a good helmet. After all this time. Oh wait, which helmet is better? Is the Dread Hood better? This has got +1 to Necromancer skills. This has got +1 to all skills. Oh man. What else does it have? Minimum damage, replenish life. Lots of resistances. This is socketed. They're about equal. +2 to mana after each kill. Vinny, by the sounds of it, Fallout 76 might be something you would enjoy. I've said it before. Call me a sucker for Todd's game. You know, for his... his ways, his evil ways. I'm kind of getting excited for Fallout 76. My expectations are tempered. I don't think it's, if it's something that ends up being poop, great. I'll go play something else. Soul Calibur's coming out. That's fine. But, yeah, based on the type of game I like, I think I might like it. Vinny, Fallout 76 probably isn't a bad game, but I hate what they've done to Fallout. Yeah, I know. I know, the Fallout, like, real fan. I'm not a real Fallout fan. I'm a fair weather Fallout fan. I understand why people aren't happy about what's happened to Fallout. This ear is still in my inventory. What am I doing with this ear? I'm gonna get Soul Calibur, I think, on the PC. Think. +1 to curses. Got better bone spear. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, let me continue fucking around with my inventory because
Not in town.
I have too much stuff. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff here. This chipped shit. I'm at the point in this game now where I shouldn't even be, like, picking up chipped things and flawed things anyway, so I'm gonna just not do that. Considering how little room you get. Just gonna sell this crap.
What do you need?
that. Speaking of, like, you know, games where you can modify the world, this is a little unrelated, but Noida? I can't wait for that fucking game to come out. Look it up real quick if you don't know what that is. Noita. You play a wizard, and your spells can, like, you know, do things. You'll see. Yeah, it's a physics-based 2D wizard game, basically. And, I can't wait for it. I have no idea when it's coming out, if it's coming out, but I really, really want that game.
Hail to you, champion.
Okay. Think I'm good. Wow, look how golden I am. Would you ever consider Horizon Zero Dawn? I would. Yeah, I would. I've considered it before, I mean... I have a lot of things I want to stream coming up, but... it's a game that I was interested in. Thanks for waiting. Then Zelda came out. Well, I didn't have a PS4 when Zelda came out. It was only something that I admired from afar, but now that I have a PS4, I have more options. I have too many options. I seriously have way too many options. And then I have, you know, every day I get emailed game requests of like, Vin, you would love this game. I'm like, shit, I can't even use the excuse that I don't have a PS4 anymore. I have to be honest. Vinny, does Nier Autumn... No, it doesn't. It doesn't interest me. People have told me about it. People have requested it. Left and right. Up and down. And I know what the game is. And I'm sure I can see why people would love it. I don't think it's my type of game. Have you played Okami? Now that's another big request. I get the Okami request a lot. And I know I would love that game. That is a 40-hour game that's like Zelda. So, the only thing that puts me off is that it's 40 hours, and allocating 40 hours of one's life to a video game can be tough. Especially when one has many other video games to stream. Like, I've given this speech so many times, I bet you're sick of hearing it. But if it was a shorter game, I probably would have dove in by now, honestly. Vinny, good games. Some good games are long, and it's a shame that you won't touch a game for the reason only. But you know I stream for like 4 hours a day. And then most of the rest of the day I'm not home. And if I am, sometimes I'm still playing a game. Like, it's a lot. I mean, I love playing video games, but sometimes I need to not play video games. So... that's one, and then two, if I stream a 40-hour-long game, that's 3 months of my life. That's why I didn't start Final Fantasy IX 3 weeks ago, where I was thinking about it. I was like, that would be a good game to stream until Red Dead comes out. Now, my heart is set on Red Dead. That's a game I've been waiting for years. I love it. I know it's probably going to be a long game, but you can usually gun the story mode. Like, in Fallout, when I played Fallout 4, I was streaming it. I got sick of it pretty quickly. Not pretty quickly, but, you know, some people play that game for 100 hours or more. I think I did about 40 hours, and I was like, alright, time to finish. And then I just did the story. So the point is, with a game like Red Dead, if I'm ready to get finished with Red Dead, I can just stop doing the side missions and, like, you know, collecting boar asses. Excuse me. And again, this is a tough thing to talk about because, you know, there are people that really, like, these parasocial relationships. They know I would love the game. Vinny, you would love Nier Automata. It's 80 hours long, you would love it. And they, you know, some people won't be able to really fully understand. He's just making excuses. It's a long game, but he would love it. He could make the time for it. Yeah, maybe. But if I don't love it, I just spent a bunch of money on a game that I end up, you know, kind of not liking, and it's a complex thing, and I have a lot of really, you know, these are real reasons. I'm not just pulling them out of my ass. Like, I mean it. And I'm trying to be as honest as possible about it, too. Like, well, why don't I want to start a 40-hour game? Why don't I want to stream an 80-hour Octopath playthrough? So, Vinny, how many hours do you play per day? Well, I stream 4 hours a night. That's 2 hours per game, usually. And then, if I have time, and a lot of times I don't sit down to play games, but if I have time, I'll play games for like an hour or two. So that's like still 6 hours of video games a day, which is why I like to, you know, I mean, I keep busy in a variety of other ways, not just music, but, you know, house is hard to keep up with sometimes. Car is tough to keep up with. Family stuff, especially since some of my family's sick. So I don't have the time to play video games like I used to. And streaming is like kind of the escape, you know? And I don't think anyone's trying to guilt me. I think they genuinely just want to understand and, you know, kind of get a picture of what my life is like. But the true answer is that, fuck you, I hate video games, and I hate anime. Go fuck yourself. That's what you think I think, right? But I'm just too nice to say it. That's because you read into it too much. Oh, here's Diablo, by the way. And he's dead in 3 minutes. 3 seconds. Gone.
Lord Diablo, I have bested you.
But you just witnessed a full party. I bet you couldn't even see what Diablo looked like. Vinny, Skies of Arcadia was like a 60-hour game. I don't think 40 for a new experience is bad. Well, Skies of Arcadia is about like 40, 50. But I mean, I see what you're doing. And I mean, I'm not just gonna say, okay, give me that 40-hour game right now. I know what you're doing, I know what you're saying, I get it. But Skies of Arcadia is like, you know, that's a game I grew up with, kind of. Vinny, have you considered you're streaming yourself doing taxes? Oh, you wouldn't like my taxes. I certainly don't. That's the absolute last thing you'd want to see me do on stream. Oh, you get another level for that. Oh no, you don't. You get free skills. Skeleton mastery. More bone spear. Anyway, here's cutscene between Act 4 and 5. Here's the epilogue.
I heard later that he was defeated. And that the soul stones were destroyed in Hellforge. All except one.
May the rats eat your eyes!
Oh, I failed, dear Hill. I couldn't do as you asked. I couldn't enter that gate. Forgive me.
Why does this asylum look so goddamn modern?
Forgive me.
Marius, give me the stone, and all is forgiven. Give it to me, Marius.
Take it. Take it, take it. I'm glad this is finally over, Tyrael. Look what the stone has done to me.
You haven't failed, old man. You've done exactly as you were meant to do. However, I am not the Archangel Tyrael.
Oh! Taserface!
No. No, 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 no.
You have done well, Marius. Now I think you shall have your reward.
I don't deserve.
Wait, couldn't this dude just have, like, punched the old man in the head and taken the stone without the, like, dramatic, give me the stone? It's less fun that way. Even demons like to have fun from time to time. Actually, I think that's kind of what they do. They just have fun. They give into it. That's why they're demons, because they have too much fun. So yeah, this is the beginning of Act 5, which was the DLC act. Well, I say DLC, it was an expansion. And what, it came out like a year later? That a couple years after this, just a couple, not too many, Warcraft 3 came out. And the cutscene quality, like, doubled almost. Well, not really doubled, but it was pretty intense. No, this still looks pretty damn good. I mean, especially this kind of stuff. The environment
Baal!
shots look great.
The gates of Secheron have stood for eons beyond remembrance, and you shall not breach them now. Remove your foul demons from our lands. We stand on the side of light, and you shall not be allowed to reach Mount Harrogath. And that which you seek will not be yours.
I shall take your position into consideration.
That's what happens when you kill Diablo. You know, weird, like, Hellraiser dudes try to take the fucking position.
Well, it seems your terms
Jesus.
are not acceptable.
I guess I'm laughing too, so I'm just as bad as Baal.
Time to die.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this is the best act, actually. Like I said, I liked Act 2, but I think Act 5 is the best. Got Baal runs, yeah, good music, good visuals. I love the theme, like the mountain. This is basically Skyrim. Mount Harrogath belongs to the Nord. See, now this would be cool to explore in a different way. I'm not saying I want a Skyrim-like Diablo game, but I love the world of Diablo so much that it would be nice to be able to see this whole area recreated in a way I could explore, like The Witcher. Or I guess I could just fucking play Skyrim again. They're called barbarians this time, not Nords. Blizzard did expansions really well. I think Blizzard probably did the best expansions from me remembering, like, the ones I played the most. Like, I loved Opposing Force for Half-Life, but then Blue Shift was kind of lame. Reaper of Souls? Yeah, Reaper of Souls was pretty good, actually. I mean, Diablo 3 is a thing. You know, love it or hate it. But I think Reaper of Souls was actually a good, worthy expansion that helped fix some of the issues with Diablo 3. Someone in chat just said it's fucked up that Opposing Force was Gearbox's best game. And it's only like 3 or 4 hours long. This has got a +2 to all Necromancer skills. That's crazy. Alright, so first quest.
I can't do that here.
Oh yeah, there's them horns.
Ah, a necromancer. While I admire your courage in seeking out the darker side of magic, we really have little need of your skills. The battle will turn soon enough without your meddling. Yet, I should have expected to see your kind here. You are like a moth to the flame, drawn to all this death. It feeds you in more ways than one.
Stop the siege by killing Shenk the Overseer in the Bloody Foothills. We don't have to do this too fast. I mean, we can... If it starts to drag, we can do it fast, I guess, but... For now, let's just stop the assault.
It takes more than a...
It takes more than a Sith Lord. I like, this dead barbarian moved, so I don't know if he's really dead, but I was gonna say, I like how there's dead barbarians just scattered about the battlefield. Those poor bastards. And living ones too. Like that right there, that's an NPC. Wasn't there an act in Diablo 3 that tried to get close to this? It wasn't actually here, was it? Like in this area of the world? It was Act 3 of Diablo 3. And, where did that take place? It was at the Ariat Crater? Oh, okay, it's nearby. Okay, got it. A meteor? Sphinx? D3 had no atmosphere. It had... It was lacking on atmosphere. It was there. There was some, in my professional opinion. But it didn't... Oh, someone got a yellow ring. Good shit. Yeah, it didn't really nail it. Bagel ring? Wait. A Nagel ring? Is that, the dude from Monster Hunter? What is a Nagel ring? Let me check it out. The Grand Nagus? %16% chance of getting better magical items. Yeah, it's kind of cool. The Grand Nagus is the name of the main Ferengi, like the leader of the Ferengi in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I know Star Trek comes up like every stream, but I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I've been rewatching the one-off episodes of Deep Space Nine, so it's fresh on my mind. That's right, Jay. But I mean, we got a Picard show on the horizon, so it's a good time to be excited about it. Spit them! Is the name of this thing. (12 to 47, 16 to 23, but it's got good attack speed.
I'll put that to good use. Put that to good use.
The damage is better with this one. But again, this is a game that is good to chill. It may not seem like it's a chill game when you're looking at 1,000 things happening on screen at the same time, but that's just a result of me being a necromancer plus 8-person party. But yeah, this is kind of one of those games that you... Okay, I don't mean this to be disgusting, but you can play this game with one hand. Really, you can't use the mouse. So you can make your phone calls on your dial, on your rotary telephone with your left, and then you can use the mouse with your right, or whatever you want to do. This is a good game to listen to podcasts to. Maybe not when it first came out, because they didn't exist, but now... I think so. You can maybe have a TV show in the background. Listen to some music. Like the newest Redbox release coming out in a couple days. Stranded. Alright. Now how is that for promotion? Just sneak it in there. It's just a song. Yeah, it's not a new album. It will be 9 minutes though, so almost an album. Did I just miss the boss? They're telling me there's a boss over here and I don't see anything. Oh, okay. Well, that's... He exploded. Okay. They call me Vine the Slow Necromancer. I take my time. And when I get there, eventually, everything's already dead. Call me Juke Slowcom. Shoot really slow. Yeah, it's Duke, like Duke Nukem, but Slocum. S-L-O-C-U-M. That's his name, yeah. So we haven't seen Duke Nukem in a while, I think people are afraid to even take aside the fact that Duke Nukem had a shitty game. Let's just forget about that shitty game for a second. I wouldn't even think anyone knows what the fuck to do with Duke right now. For a number of reasons. One, because what even is Duke's character? So how do you make a compelling story around that? You don't. You just have a bunch of dick jokes. it's like a really one-note character. So you have to write him as a one-note character. Duke Nukem Forever, they wrote him like he was a badass still. Like, you know, everyone wanted his autograph. Here's a Duke Nukem game. Duke is washed up. No one likes him anymore. They think he's a pig. He's not funny. They don't like his one-liners. He's like, you know, kind of getting old, and he looks it. And he has to prove himself. And no one expects him to be the one. Like, the new hero... The new hero? Oh, I could just see him now. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking a new hero that could save the world. Wearing like Final Fantasy, like leather, like fucking jabroni straps. And Duke, like, resents him because he took away his career, his job. You know, he doesn't like this new world he lives in. He doesn't like this new character that's getting all the attention. Meanwhile, what is he? He saved the world from aliens a bunch of times. No one gives a shit about him. So the world is invaded again. The new hero doesn't know how to handle the aliens. He's like, he complains about it on social media. He doesn't like... Duke got defamed. Yeah, probably. But the new guy complains about the aliens on social media and, like, tries to take selfies with the UFOs. Gets his ass handed to him. Everyone on social media is like, that's okay, that's okay, you know, sometimes it's alright to fail. And everyone's, like, really supportive of the dude who failed at saving the world. The new hero, the new hot hero. So, even though the world is about to end, everyone's okay with it, because new sensitive hero is really good at Instagram. So then Duke comes out of retirement with his beer belly, and he just fucking murders the aliens like Doom style. He's got glory kills. He's like shooting middle finger bombs at them. It's glorious. But everyone still thinks he's a joke, and everyone laughs at him until he's the one that saves the world. And then they realize something. He once, back in the day, said a word that they didn't like. So they kill him. They just shoot him in the face. I know. Well, rest in peace, Duke Nukem. It's a sad story, but at least the world was saved. What's his name from Gearbox? Randy Pitchford's probably watching this. He's like, oh man, that's good. That's good. If only I didn't lose $3 million because I hired the wrong guy to watch after my finances. From one con man to another. You're hired. That's true, by the way. Randy Pitchford apparently hired someone to, like, watch after his finances. He got swindled out of millions of dollars. So that's, Vinny, did you hear that Randy Pitchford got scammed out of $2 million? That's... You know what? No, I didn't hear that, actually. Go on. You said it as I typed it. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I forgive you. Is it possible to be forgiven? If so, I forgive you. Duke will not be forgiven, though. It's okay. I mean, ultimately, Randy Pitchford's the one that lost the $2 million. That's a lot of fucking money. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine having that much money to lose and not notice it? Like, apparently he didn't notice it for years. It was just, like, slowly draining from his accounts. Where's he getting all that money from? Like, what games of his are making money? It's just Borderlands now, right? What quests? First of all, I talked to Livestream, and then our next quest is... You cannot complete this. Rescue on Mount Ararat. I can't do this one. It says you cannot complete this quest in this game. Did you complete it all? Oh, because Sphinx is here. Yeah, probably, because you completed it already. Vinny, you're an American, you can tell me. What? Would that person who scammed him be like those people in companies who say they help you with taxes? I don't know, I mean... I don't really know. I have someone that helps me with my taxes. I give him a couple $100, you know, once a year. And then he does a really good job with my taxes and he doesn't fuck me over. But, like, he's a person. And then most people go to places like H&R Block.
You're an evening.
Or stuff like that. TurboTax? No, TurboTax is a program. That's what you can use to do your taxes. I fucking hate them so much, but... TurboTax is a program that you use to do the taxes. Like, you can input all the amounts, and then, you know, it'll calculate how much you owe. Lest you get a knock on the door by the IRS. But no, it's not a scam thing, as far as I'm aware. I'm sure there's plenty of people that scam, but that's not a world I worked at a bank for a while. That was as much scum as I've seen. So I couldn't tell you what goes on otherwise, but I did work at a bank for a little bit, and I was like the lowest on the totem pole. And, just some scummy shit. You know, some embezzling, fun stuff like that. Employees doing coke. Not out in the open, but it was like... you know, go to the bathroom, and this is in 2007 or something like that. You know, go to the bathroom, their eyes come back dilated. It's like... It was like, yeah, it was like the Wolf of Wall Street a little... No, not really. It was much more professional than that. It wasn't the Wolf of Wall Street. But you could still see some of the excess. But... I also, for a little while, worked for places that were actually, believe it or not, ethical and treated their employees right. Wow, can you believe that? It happens. But then that place got hijacked by someone, well, numerous people that were extremely greedy and, anyway, ruined it. But for a little while there was, I worked at a place that was amazing. Someone just said 2011 was 11 years ago. Or 2007 was 11 years ago. That's correct, yes. Is there some rumor you're going to stop streaming, Vin? Yep, I'm finally gonna come clean with the rumor that I'm going to stop streaming. Also, there's another rumor that I'm a frog. I'd like to let you know now, for the first time ever, that I am indeed a frog. God, riveting. My friend who is in the Discord server told me, they told me that Vinny was gonna stop streaming. Oh wait, is it the same Discord server where you post pictures of my face and Joel's face and every other streamer's face, and you make up storylines? Oh, that's definitely a good source of information. Yeah, no, that's definitely, yeah. No, I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm definitely gonna stop streaming as soon as possible. I'm being a very snarky person tonight. I want you to know it's snark with love. Is such a thing even possible? And I think it is, yes. I think yes is the answer. It's with peace and love. I mean, we just watched a dude explode in this game's cutscene. So me talking about all this other stuff, I mean, that's nothing compared to that. Vinny, to be fair, your character makes corpses explode. Well, that's true. I can make anything explode right now. Do you know I can make everyone's stomach ulcer explode? All I have to do is say that I'm streaming Undertale tomorrow. And then the chat will turn into a war zone, and then everyone's stomach ulcer will explode. Undertale's the best game ever. Undertale's the worst game ever. I hate Undertale fans. I love Undertale fans. The community's great. The community sucks. Gotta get it all out. Yeah, now this is just Vinesauce. Welcome to Vinesauce. I'll be your guide on this journey for the evening. Someone said, yo, but Undertale's like really short at least. Yeah, I know, and it's not the game itself, it's actually the, I mean, I'm sure the community's calmed down over the years, but when that game first came out, I never even streamed it, and I saw wars in my chat room. It was really messy. Like, Jesus. How does this, you know... How did this one thing turn into something so... I don't want to say negative, but like just argumentative. It was really like it was surprising. Five Nights at Freddy's kind of did that a little bit too, though, for a little while. Not as much, but on like a smaller scale, I saw that happen with that series. Someone said play it and find out for yourself. You're missing the point. I had no interest in Undertale, even then, but I got thousands of requests to play it. This is not about the content of the game. This is about people arguing about the game. Turning, you know, on each other. This nice little, you know, group of people we got here that mostly can sometimes get along. Well, mostly or sometimes. That gets along every now and then. It was like... it was politics. It was as bad as politics. For a little while there. So... I have no idea what the game is like. I've said this so many times. I'm sure it's a wonderful little game, and I'm sure people really love it. I just know that there's a lot of negativity. So, like I said, if you want to talk about exploding ulcers, that's the game that'll do it. My ulcer exploded, what did I do? What do I do now? That's a good question. What do you do with an exploded ulcer? How do you handle that? You can get new ulcers, right? Just get a new one. You can probably get one from Costco, like real cheap. We have exited the cave. Vinny, can you complain about people complaining? Oh yeah, people do all the time. Second. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I can't get the mouse out of this without it minimizing. What's more divisive, Undertale or pineapple on pizza? Did I show you the image? I have something even more divisive than both of those things. I'll get that image up in just a second. How do you like pineapple in your spaghetti and meatballs? You know, someone out there loves that shit. I will defend pineapple on hot dog, and I'm gonna explain it. There's a place that does a hot dog called the Tsunami, and it's green onion, bacon-wrapped hot dog with little pineapple, and I think it's soy sauce, or I think it's soy. It's amazing. It's a tropical hot dog night. It is, yeah. Because soy and pineapple is something that they eat in Japan that's actually really great. And I couldn't really see how it would be good until I tried it. But you put that shit on a bacon-wrapped hot dog and it's unbelievable. So I don't like pineapple on pizza. I definitely don't like the idea of pineapple in spaghetti and meatballs, but in that context, when I go to that place, that's my go-to. I usually get that one, and then I experiment with something else, because they have weird ones. They have, like, cream cheese with, like, chives. They have, like, bacon, egg, and cheese dog. They have, maple. Like, just lots of different types of weird hot dogs. Whose TP are we taking? Weird wieners. What's the name of the place? Crif Dog. C-R-I-F-F-D-O-G. There's one in Manhattan, I think in the East Village, and then there's another one in Brooklyn. That's the one I usually find myself randomly at. Usually under some form of alcoholic influence. I'm not a big drinker, but, you know, get like a glass of whiskey in there, and then suddenly pineapple hot dogs sound amazing. Usually I'd be more engaged in my Diablo, but everyone's busy finding stuff for me. Not that I'm complaining. I'd be very confused otherwise, and we cannot complete this quest. I still don't understand why I can't complete that quest. There's a dude you gotta rescue. Vinny, have you had a chili dog, but with the kind with no beans in the chili? I guess so. I think I have. Yeah, that's an interesting question. Grilled lettuce? What the fuck are you talking about? Is that what Duke Nukem said? To get killed? He said grilled lettuce like 20 years ago, and that's what they found out. Sorry, Duke, we gotta put you down. When I hear grilled lettuce, I can't help but think about that kid, that picture. With the kid with the fucking... the face and the sandals. He's got like socks on and sandals. I don't know the name of that meme. Vinny, are you talking about Cheese Cat? I don't know what else there is to talk about when it comes to Cheese Cat. We had the great Cheese Cat debate 2 nights ago. So I don't really know if there's anything else that can be discussed. Well, I'm hungry now, chat, so thanks. Tacos. I'd love to get tacos. Where am I gonna get tacos now? Shit. I have like an egg roll and some lo mein. Probably get that going after this. Taco Bell? There's no Taco Bell right anywhere near me.
We would do this to me. If you've come to help me, my only hope lies with Mala. Please, tell her you've found me.
Alright, fine, Chad. I'm gonna drive to New Jersey just so I can get some Taco Bell. Thanks.
Hero.
I too like to take liquid poops. Thank you, chat. I see I'm getting lots of fast food recommendations. Okay, so I had a burger from Five Guys not that long ago.
Thank you so.
I didn't like it. I mean, I've had good burger from there. So I got one, and I got a small one. I don't know. Maybe it's the toppings. Maybe it was like a bad day for them. Didn't do anything for me. Really didn't do anything for me. I had their hot dog because I was in the mood for a hot dog, I guess, and that was even better. It was like better than the fucking burger. And I just thought to myself, man, I don't think I want this anymore. They changed? What do you mean they changed? What, do they change their, like, recipe? Did they put less effort into their burg? Twitch throw. I have a Twitch-sponsored item, if anyone wants it. It's a Twitch-exclusive Diablo 2 item. Anyone? Shit, wait, where are we going now? Who's waypoint? Or town portal? Frozen Tundra. They changed bun? They changed their bun. I did notice that I wasn't really feeling the bun. These are things you notice, because a burg, at its best... Yeah, a marvelous chipped garbage gem. A burg at its best doesn't need that many toppings. So if you have one component of burg that isn't working, you're gonna notice it. And I didn't get very many I got just like, you know, the basics. But the bun was lame. Yeah. See, now would be a good time to start 6 guys, because if 5 guys is slipping, if they're getting a little lazy... it's a good time to jump in on that business. Like, every time you add another guy, people just expect the burger to be better. Okay, the Ancient's Way is over here. I mean, everything is going very quick, so you can't really see the enemy design, but there's some really fucking weird looking enemies in this act. It's like, where do you go from hell? Previous final act was hell, and you have things that look hellish, appropriately so, so then what do you do after that? You just have to get weird with it. Maybe the next Diablo game should just have hell as DLC. How do you think people would react to that? You think the internet would like that? DLC? Oh my god. Perfect. Alright, best video game title of all time is Diddy's Conquest. There is no argument. For years, I didn't know what that fucking title meant. Like, I didn't know that there was a double entendre in there, and then I realized it later on in life. I was like, wow. Vinny, my entire life I swear it was Diddy Kong's Quest. Me too, I thought it was Diddy Kong's Quest. Like, this is Diddy Kong, and here's his quest. Nope, it's a play on the word conquest. How the fuck are you supposed to know that? As like a shit-eating, you know, baboon.
Resting place of the ancients.
Well, I knew what it was. I thought it was weird, and I didn't realize that late. You know, it took me. Like, I knew it was Diddy's Conquest, and I was like, oh, okay, it's his Conquest. He's got to go find the Kong. But then I was like, oh, Conquest. That's why it's my favorite video game title of all time. Sorry, I'm supposed to talk to this thing.
The ancient. We have been chosen to guard sacred Mount High, wherein the Worldstone rests.
Few are worthy to stand in his presence.
Fewer still can comprehend his true purpose.
Someone in chat said I was 10 and German, even I noticed the double meaning. Well, how do I get as smart as you? Tell me. Don't withhold. become German? Alright. Yeah, Einstein. Yeah. Detroit become German. Got a whole nother level up from that. I have Bone Spirit. Let's see what it looks like.
Impossible. Impossible. I can't.
Vinetroit become Italian. King Loot Pinata, yeah, that's Baal for you. I like how this attack just kind of looks like an Adobe Photoshop, like eye candy effect. It's like an extreme lens flare with a couple tentacles. But yeah, this is the final, you know, this is the final area of the game. And it's called Worldstone Keep. As you can see in the top right, the name of the game is Bungus. The password is Ray Liotta. We're in Worldstone Keep level 1. This is where Baal, that little bastard we saw earlier who did the shape-shifting, this is where he lives. I don't know why I'm narrating the game like this. Maybe my streams would be more interesting and successful if all of my streams were narrated like this. Okay. This is Field of Cooper's Tooth. And as you can see here, Mario is a plumber. He is Italian. That's not to say all Italians are plumbers, but this one is. Italian Americans are a very diverse group of people. Some of them are carpenters, some of them are pizza chefs, some of them are plumbers. But that doesn't mean that they can't be other things. They just happen to have a general proclivity towards such things. Some Italians try to use big words and screw them up a little bit, which is why they usually end up settling for plumber. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Being a plumber is a very valuable asset to your community, your family, your friends. And you make good money. People look up to you and rely on you. And your voice goes up at the end of each sentence. Not annoying at all. Oh, I could keep going. Oh, it's gonna be annoying as fuck. But I could keep going. I talk for a living, man. I can spout endless diatribes. I can give you pure diarrhea of the brain rot. I could just tell you endless amounts of things. Just stream of consciousness. What do we got? Plumber. We're gonna go to carpenter from plumber. Then we're gonna talk about bridge tolls, because the bridge tolls in New York are fucked up. And then we'll talk about, you know, Con Edison, and how it's funny that the word con is in Con Edison, because they kind of feel like con men. And then you can go from there to electricity, then you can go back to plumbing if you want, and then you can talk about the city. You could talk about the sanitation department, and how the guys basically just throw your garbage cans all over the fucking place in the middle of the street. Edison was a con man. Yeah, basically. Edison was really good at marketing other people's ideas. And, I mean, someone's gonna defend Edison. Someone in chat will defend him. But no, he was a real prick. And, I'm not saying he didn't do any good for the world, I'm sure. Just by being a dick and being who he is, he helped usher in a number of things that maybe we wouldn't have gone towards if it weren't for him. Doesn't mean he's not a cock. But when you got 4,000 people all mashed together in a room, someone loves the guy. Someone wants to be the next Thomas Edison here in chat. That man, Steve Jobs. Light bulb 2. Volcano. Light bulb 3, Fist Factory. This is a very ranty stream, which is why I should usually stream at my, or why I should continue streaming at my usual time. By then I have less energy for such things. Throne. Yeah, today's goal on the stream was to get... Ooh! Speaking of ulcers exploding, game just crashed. Did it fucking crash for everyone? I mean, we still... Oh, it crashed for everyone except 2 people. That's cool. I'll make another one. Game name... Ulcer. Password... Explode. It was a gift from Diablo himself. Just join the existing game? Wait, really? Did the host migrate, you think? Too late. Oh, fuck, never mind. Alright, well then join Ulcer Explode. That sucks. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before like that. That was a really weird crash. I was just about to go... Actually, I'm not sure if I clicked the door to go in, or if I was about to click the door and the game had like a desire sensor. But... that was a weird crash. The ghost of Thomas Edison. You know, he's in all of our electricity, and he was just being like a little cock from beyond the grave because I called him an asshole. You know, there's a museum to Thomas Edison in Edison, New Jersey, of all places. I want to go there with, like, fart bombs. And then, when the place smells, and I feel like I've gotten my revenge against Thomas Edison, I will tweet about it from my smartphone device powered by electricity. Someone just said trash terrorism. I like the sound of that. Vinny is a member of Tess Latifah. What is that, like Queen Latifah's sister? What is Queen Latifah's first name? Is it like Rachel? Rachel Latifah? What? Seriously. Queen? Oh, come on. John Latifah? Yo, how about this? How about if you just change the N with the F? You get Queef Latina. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm good. What did Mono say? Queen? Don't do it, Mono. Don't feed this horrible thing that I've created. Is Joel playing with Vinny? No, I don't think he leveled up a character. And I think he's streaming at the moment too, so that would be a hell of an impressive... I mean, it would prove that his streams are pre-recorded. Yeah, I think Queef Latina is gonna go into the Hall of Fame with Potod Scumbiglia and Butley Hermington for some of my my finer moments. Excuse me about that. Ronald Zertnert. Well, I didn't make that one up. Someone in chat came up with Ron Zertnert, and that's real. It's not like it was even made up. That's just a real thing. If you spell Trent Reznor backwards, it's Ron Zertnert. Gnort's Mr. Alien. Yeah, Gnort's Mr. Alien is another favorite. Again, not a made-up name. It's a real name. It's just backwards. Her first name is Dana. Okay, well now, I kind of understand. Like, Dana Latifah is cool and everything, but Queen Latifah sounds so much better. That is a stage name, my friends. That's how you do it right. It's Dana Elaine Owens. So wait, even the Latifah part isn't real? Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Everything I've ever known is a lie. Alright, well, we didn't crash this time. This music has such a beautiful sense of dread. No wonder they use it as their title screen music. So, now here's a gauntlet. You know, when you play this on higher difficulties, this shit does get hard. Like, you don't just stomp through the game like this. Yeah, there's more monsters, there's like, you know, they have different weaknesses, so you have to like change up your strategies and your approach. People get wiped out. So we have a big party, and we're on normal mode. But most of the real challenge of the game, and fun of it, too, is playing on the higher difficulties, which I won't be doing. I mean, I'll definitely, you know, I'll probably play the game on my own. Like, just off-stream. But, my goal was to get through the entire campaign. And we did it in 4 streams, that's not too bad. What about the cow level? Alright. Fine. Just let me piss first, then we'll do the cow level. Jeez.
So this...
This is he. This is Baal. People go on Baal runs because he drops a fuckload of loot. Don't want to die here. Yeah, steal all of it, yeah! Okay, I didn't steal all of it. I managed to steal 2 of the items, but... look at how fast that loot got fucking taken.
Well, never doubt my skills.
Greetings.
There's Tyrael.
I am impressed, mortals. You have overcome the greatest challenge this world has ever faced and defeated the last of the primeval. However, we are too late to save the Worldstone. Baal's destructive touch has corrupted it completely. Given enough time, the Worldstone's energies will drain away, and the barriers between the worlds will shatter. The powers of hell will flood into this sanctuary and eradicate your people and everything you've labored to build. Therefore, I must destroy the corrupted Worldstone before the powers of hell take root. This act will change your world forever, with consequences even I cannot foresee. However, it is the only way to ensure mankind's survival. Go now, mortal. I have opened a portal that will lead you to safety. May the eternal light shine upon you and your descendants for what you've done this day. The continued survival of mankind is your legacy. Above all else, you have earned a rest from this endless battle.
Except you never rest, because there's always more loot to get. Oh, okay. Anyway, here's the ending. Congratulations. Here's a fucking old man. And you get a title. I'm gonna create, a new one so we can do the cow level. I have to make it on normal, or do I have to do nightmare? The old one is still open? Oh. Game does not match. Ulcer Explode doesn't work. There's an ending cutscene. Yeah, there should be. Awesome. Man, I don't know what that stone did to deserve that, but good, fuck it. Tredge, that was a joke. You need to calm your breasts. Clam the tits. Someone in chat's like, he just fucking explained it. Yeah, I know, I watched it too. Okay, you're clam? Good. That's good. I'm glad you're clam. Alright. From clams to cows. I'm gonna name this, clam password tits. Jesus, that was quick. Okay, so now I can show you the fucking cow level, which, you know, people would do cow runs. Don't really remember how to activate the cow level. Wirt's Leg, Tome of Portal, and Heredric Cube. Well, I have Wirt's Leg. Who wants it? Alright, I'll do it.
Welcome back, my friend.
Not in town.
Here we go. Cow level here. Has anyone in chat never seen the cow level? Yeah, just don't kill the king, that's correct. Well, this is the famous cow level.
It's locked.
Move, 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 move! They drop good loot. And they stand and they attack. And sometimes they protect the king. I got nerfed. Oh man, the cow level got nerfed. Yeah, there would be like entire servers all day just doing cow runs over and over and over and over and over again. Why play through the game when you can just attack cow? Oh, there's the king. Do not kill the king. If you kill the king, you can't make another portal. So essentially, killing the king means that you cannot do more cow runs unless someone else makes it. Did we just get a Diablo 2 bot in the chat? There's like a dude asking for like Diablo gold in the chat.
Please, I need gold. If you want gold, join the server. Trading Stone of Jordan for gold. DM me, please.
Could you imagine one day the spam bots from like specific corners of the internet, like Diablo, evolve to the point where they can then join other chat rooms, go to other games. They can evolve beyond their initial programming. Wait, is that dude still trying in chat? What do you type? Yeah, something weird. It was like a message that you would see, because what happens in Diablo, if you have an open server, usually, most of the time, bots join, and they say they're willing to, like, sell gold or trade gold or give you different items. I don't know if they're bots. I think it's just people with, like, keybinds. I wonder, does that still happen? If anyone here still plays Diablo in open servers, do those let's call them salesmen. I don't know if they're bots or not, but do those salesmen still exist? Man, I also want to know how this game creates the illusion of 3D like this, because when you're walking along these walls, it's like really... It's a really convincing effect. It's not always a convincing effect, but... pretty good. Moo. Cool. Oh shit. You want to fight, but I have to pee. Alright, let's do this. I mean, I have a small army. Oh, shit. You know what, Jeff? I used a potion. You might be able to get me if we do no potions. Oh, it's fucking here. If you demand more satisfaction, I'll be waiting. I have less skeletons, and I will not use a potion. Oh, you guys are fighting. Oh, jeez. Alright, you know what? You guys have fun. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna piss. Alright, I need to stop this stream and check the art and everything. I need to eat something, and I need to expel fluids. Not that you needed to know that, but at this point, who cares? I already made everyone's ulcer explode today on a number of occasions, so this is fine. That was Diablo 2. I might come back to it, maybe not on stream. But thank you everybody that participated in the Diablo streams. It was fun. And you helped me get through the game in a reasonable amount of time. And we got to see some stanky cutscenes, and we got to see every act of the game. And it's just a great game. I mean, it still holds up mostly. As far as hack and slash games go, and, you know, like, loot-based combat games, or whatever you want to call it, it's great. So, let's take a look at the art. And, then I'm gonna get going and enjoy an early night. I'll also say that tomorrow I should be streaming. I have a couple things I'd like to do. Species will happen this week. I want to do another visit to Stage 9, which was cancelled. I'd like to do more Mega Man 11. Maybe start something else as well. Do Hat in Time mods. I've been saying that I was going to do those for a while, but I have them, and I'm just about ready to do them. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do Thursday. If anyone has any ideas, maybe I'll just do Species then. I don't know. But Thursday, I'm going to Comic-Con, and then I'm going to stream afterwards, and I'm getting that final front page at 1 a.m. So that should be interesting. Like, dead tired from Comic-Con and dying, and then I have to do a stream.